Sean Payton is 58, and many people consider that very young. Especially for a head coach, it's young. We've seen David Culley, Vic Fangio, guys a lot older than him, be head coaches. But Sean Payton has been around, so that 58 is kind of an old 58 in terms of NFL years. Sean Payton, we know he had some seasons where he was 8-8 a couple times. He had a few losing seasons, but overall, he's in the business of trying to win the Super Bowl. And when you look at this roster of the New Orleans Saints, this is not a Super Bowl winning roster. This is not a team that can even come out of the NFC. We see a lot of teams in the NFC alone that are here to stay. We'll see but just this year, Green Bay was a team to beat. The Rams, people weren't really sold on the 49ers. The Buccaneers was a great team, even though they have had success versus them. This is a team that no one really thought they can go far in the playoffs. They just didn't have the opportunity. Obviously, with Jameson Winston coming down, and then he's coming off an injury. Drew Brees is gone, they had a great connection with. And then now you had Jameis Winston, and he's coming off an injury. And although technology has evolved and developed greatly, there's no telling what Jameis Winston is going to be, coming back off that injury. And what we've seen from Jameis this year is he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's a very, very solid quarterback, but I don't see Super Bowl winning. And unless all the pieces around him, I just don't see it. Cam Jordan's getting up there in age, and just he looked at it and said, "Look, we don't have an opportunity to really go out and win the Super Bowl. And we don't have to get to the AFC. A lot of young quarterbacks, but if you are lucky enough or fortunate enough to make it to the Super Bowl, you'll have to face one of those young quarterbacks. So the AFC is not the question, but the NFC, I mean, there's a lot of teams that are just going to get better and better and better. And you look at the Cardinals, they're not going anywhere. Who else is not going? Obviously, the 49ers, they're not going anywhere. We'll see how they handle Trey Lance and Jimmy G, but the 49ers. And then there's so many other quarterbacks. If Aaron Rodgers stays, I mean, it's a lot of teams, at least 4 or 5 teams that are going to be in the Saints' way of them winning a championship. And he's looking at that and saying, I'm not here to coach for second place. I'm here to coach for Super Bowls. Will he come out and take a year off and come back and go to a new team and try to coach them? He does. The Saints are going to have to get compensation. You're going to give him some picks for him because he's still under contract for 2 more years. So I believe 2 more years. So we'll see what he does. But I think he will take this time a year to get recharged. And when he comes back, it won't be with the Saints. It'll be with a team that he can come through and he feels he has a great chance of winning a Super Bowl with.